Hey guys, this is another LTA movie club review for the movie Pandorum. I like this movie actually. Wasn't expecting to because much like the Crazies, I have seen this movie before and I didn't remember anything about it. I was watching the movie and I expected something to like jog my memory, but not at all. So I'm like, okay, it must have been a pretty forgettable movie. I actually really enjoyed it. Basically, this guy wakes up, he doesn't know who he is, he doesn't know where he is or what he's doing, but he's on a spaceship. And he figures out his name is Bauer, and that's pretty much all he knows. And he meets somebody else that has also just woken up, and he's believed to be his superior on the ship and part of his flight crew. He's flight crew 5. So slowly, as they go through the movie, he starts to find other people from other flight crews. He just kind of is gradually throwing this story together about where he is, who he is, all this other stuff about it. And I really, God, I like this movie a lot, actually. To be a nerd for a moment, like, I love Mass Effect. I was so excited that somebody was named Commander. Well, his name wasn't Commander, but his last name was Shepard. I'm like, yes, you should have been the main character. But, Bauer's still good. I think the acting's pretty fantastic in this movie. I was kind of annoyed by the girl at first, but, I gradually grew to like her. She's gorgeous, by the way, and she's got a banging body. Like that girl a lot. She is smoking. I do like it a lot. It's kind of a psychological thriller mixed with a kind of like horror movie. And it works really well, I think. It's very intense. These aliens chasing them all over the place. I think the aliens look very cool as well. Just a side note. They're not like typical aliens. They're like a very tribal looking type of group. They almost look like skeletons. I think the acting's pretty solid in this movie for most people's parts, especially when it gets into the more psychological part of it, because what Pandorum is somebody going crazy from being in suspended animation for so long that they kind of lose their mind and will kill people or just do crazy things because they just can't handle the psychological trauma that's happened to them. And that is the underlying plot of this movie, and it plays into a lot more towards the end, but you see it intermittently. Yeah, most of the characters are really good. I like Bauer, I like Nadia, I like I think his name is Man, and he was fine too. Not really anything to offer. Speaking of which, always kill alien babies. I don't care if they're babies. Kill them. If they're aliens, kill them. If they're trying to kill you, kill them. The only characters I really didn't like was the cook. I found him super annoying. I didn't find him necessary at all. I wish they would have cut him out. He was necessary for telling the plot, but I wish they would have found a better device to do so, because I just found him irritating. And it kind of like distracted a little bit, and I just didn't like that. I also didn't like the guy that was with the captain, who had obviously been suffering Pandorum. I found him really annoying, but I mean, he's really crucial to the end of the movie, and so I didn't find him annoying then. But when he first introduced and he kept saying all this shit, I'm like, okay, I don't need to hear all this. My only complaint, like I said, is 1, I found the cook character very annoying. 2, I think it's a little too long. It drags a little bit in the middle. I think it's a really good story. It's really engaging. It's just an exciting movie for the most part. It's very dark. It's very dark the way it's shot, and it's just very intense because it's like, I mean, they're stuck in the ship and they seem so fucked. But also, they don't really explain what happened to Earth per se. They just kind of just mentioned it and then it really explained what happened. So that I think it would have been better if they said what happened, because it was kind of like, they're just like, oh yeah, no, the Earth exploded. Whatever. I mean, I really like the psychological thriller aspect of this. Very well done. I love the way this is shot. I really enjoyed this movie. I would definitely recommend this movie. Okay, bye guys.